Hey guys, I'm back. It's Timsy here, and I've got Big Mossy with me. It's pretty annoying because I always ask for someone smaller than me in the demo, and then they give me Mossy. It just doesn't make me look good. But anyways, Mossy, big footy player, all right? But we're going to talk about training around injury. So injuries can happen in footy, obviously contact sport, pretty high impact, right? Say for example, he's got a shoulder injury and he's got back squats in his program on Tuesday. There's no reason why we can't get some lower body training in, all right? We don't just go, all right, just get rid of the squats altogether, do something else, right? So there's always a way around it. A very simple way, if you do have a safety squat bar, perfect example where you can still get your squats in without using that full external rotation of the shoulders, is you just give us a couple of reps here, all right? He can still, without jamming that shoulder all the way back and in that sort of mobility demand, he can still do his squat. So just do a couple of reps and we can show you another example if you don't have this beautiful piece of equipment here. Just re-rack Moss, all right? If you don't have that, that's fine. You can still do some lower body stuff. Say his right shoulder is the injured one. He can do a Bulgarian split squat. He can hold the weight in his left. It's not hard. You just got to improvise, all right? He's still getting the same stimulus with a squat. All right, so just hold it in your left, you've got a bad shoulder in your right. All right, he can just hold it there. It's an offset Bulgarian split squat. He still gets his load in. All right, so there's always a way around it. All right, it might not be as heavy as what he would be doing on the back squat, but we're still getting some lower body stimulus. So don't just throw the baby out with the bathwater if you have an injured shoulder, you want to squat. A couple of examples we can do there. Say he's got a bad knee now. He's just hurt his knee doing that, all right? His right knee's bad, he can still do, there's no reason he can't train his left leg. So he can still do single leg pistol squats to a box. You're gonna get a slight crossover effect neurologically anyways on your right side. There's no use getting two weak limbs. If we can train one, you should be training one, all right? Nice, Moss. And then last one, what we can do, if he's sort of having a bit of a niggly back, all right, he's maybe did a really heavy sort of deadlifting week last week, he's just got a bit of a niggle. If he wants to do some RDLs, we can essentially half the load on his back. So we can do what's called a kickstand RDL, which is going to take a little bit of pressure off the back, and it's a bit more of a single leg loading here. So he normally, let's say he normally does 40 kilos on the RDL, I'm sure he can do a lot more than that. We're going to go down to 20, so we're taking a fair bit more load off the back. He's going to bring his back leg back just as a bit of stability, and then he's just going to load up one leg. So we're still getting RDLs, we're still getting hamstring stimulus, all right, but we're just making it a little bit easier on his back because he's having a bit of a niggle. So just a couple of examples. There's obviously heaps of examples you can do, but just think outside the box, all right? There's always a way you can train around an injury most of the time. Don't just go, I'm injured, stuff it, I'm gonna have a week off, and you're just gonna get weaker, back to square one. Think about how you can work around it and how you can make things friendlier for you. Cool, thanks Big Moss.